Have you ever imagined competing against thousands of people? In the Olympics? In a trampoline? Trampolining is done by yourself or with your friends.
How a trampoline routine is scored. 9 judges are appointed for the Olympic trampoline competitions. A chair of the judges panel, 2 difficulty judges, 5 execution judges, and 1 time of flight judge. There are 3 categories of scores: difficulty, execution, and time of flight. For the first routine of the qualifying round, only 2 elements' difficulty values count toward the difficulty score. For voluntary routines, the difficulty of all 10 elements are counted. Each athlete begins his or her routine with 0 difficulty points. Each element performed has a specific difficulty value. By checking the difficulty values entered on the competition card and ensuring that the same elements are performed, the judges determine the final difficulty score for a routine and display it. During a routine, the 5 execution judges evaluate the athlete's form and how well each skill is performed, such as whether the body line is kept straight, legs are together, and landings are near the center of the bed. When they see imperfections, they make deductions of up to 0.5 points for each mistake. The total deductions, plus a possible deduction for lack of control after the last element, are then subtracted for the maximum score of 10 points. The final execution score is determined by dropping the highest and lowest of the 5 scores, then adding up the remaining 3 scores. Therefore, maximum possible score for execution is 30 points. The final score for each routine is the addition of the scores for difficulty, execution, and time of flight. Difficulty score plus execution score plus time of flight score equals the final score. If there is a tie in the final round, rankings will be determined by the following criteria until the tie is broken. The total of all 5 of the execution judges' scores of the final routine without eliminating the highest and the lowest marks. The total of the 4 highest execution judges' scores of the final routine. The total of the 3 highest execution judges' execution scores of the final routine.
I'm going to try some of that now. Whee! That was Sophia Wade House, Sports Board.